Everyone. I think I've already met most of you along with your parents, isn't it? And we've had small discussions as well. So I'm somebody who you'll be meeting a lot, I would say, in the coming 3 years, and I'm there to advise you always. But today, after all these people who are so well educated and well aware, have spoken so many things to you, what I would want to say is that one thing which I felt missing when I had the interaction with you was that somehow you know that, okay, after school, what do? Okay, we are management students, or we were not that great with science, or we don't know what exactly we would end up doing after BBA. Like some of you, I think, have entrepreneurial aspirations after this as well. And some of you definitely will be going for post-graduation, that will be an MBA, preparing for CAT properly, or trying to get into the top 20 colleges of the country. One thing which I would say which is very common is that, okay, you have to be regular, you have to put in the effort or the hard work. But what I would want really in you people is that it has to be a right balance of both a personality and academics. I've seen students, like I just completed 7 years with this organization 2 days back, which was 18th of August. In these 7 years, I would say that the thing which impresses me or which makes me feel happy the most is when I see a student who's both academically as well as in terms of the personality, when they speak, when they talk, when they interact, when they present the group, the institution, Asian School of Business to the outside world. That is what impresses me, and that is what I really look for from you people as well. So I would say one thing which left missing today was that we have Athenima sports meet as well. Which, though yes, this is not an institution which is promoting sports, but I would definitely want you people to get into it as well. Then there's a Cashier, which is an annual fest as well. Then we have seminars as well. Then we have indoor competitions as well. So what I would want is ample participation from everybody. It should not be just from a few lot. Like, I don't want repeated faces. Like these two people, if I give an example, are the ones who are mostly often seen getting into these activities. I would want new faces as well to come up, because they all ultimately, we will be known by every single student. I would not want the first 2 rows to be entrepreneurs or getting into top corporate jobs. I would want everybody to be coming up and becoming and doing something great, isn't it? So one thing which definitely keep in mind is that it has to be a right balance, wherein get into sports, get into grooming, communication, because even if you are a 90 percentiler, but you don't know how to speak a word or a sentence, trust me, the corporate will not be welcoming you in that way, because not a single venture, a business, or say suppose even if you work in a company, you have to hold meetings. You will begin by your introduction about yourself, about your company, the product, the services. So the interaction level is missing. I would say that is something which will not take you to that particular level which maybe you want or have dreamt of. So keep a balance. I would want to see everybody in the coming 3 years, which I'll ensure as well, personally getting into it, that nobody tries to hide and only few faces are coming in the front. Okay? That is something which is one on the top of the mind. Second thing is, we have specifically developed some activities to develop entrepreneurs over here. Wherein, like if I quote an example, there's a student, I think some of you even know him as well through us or through the marketing team, Karthik Sabu. He was a student of ours who has opened up his own venture, and that's the reason why I think all of you know digital marketing has been inculcated in this particular batch. I think it's the first batch wherein digital marketing is inculcated, and the reason was that everything is online today. Like if you talk about his particular project, he opened an outlet in Sake, like the office over there, which is in the name of khawgali.com, and it's a food portal, and he's just a BBA student and he's doing pretty well, and he's running it successfully. So what I would want is that whatever thoughts you have, because see, Facebook is just a thought, OLX is just a thought. These are all small ideas which ultimately become big, and maybe top corporates or top companies take them over. So don't restrain yourself or restrict yourself in a way wherein if there is something which excites you, or if there is something you are like afraid of, that where I will get the funding from, who will provide you with the adequate space, how will I rent out an office space, come up with these ideas. I'm there, Manav sir will definitely be supporting such cause if we have some brilliant ideas, and overall Asian School of Business will promote you in that way. So let those ideas develop. One more thing which came to my notice when I was speaking to some parents earlier and the students as well was that, okay, how do we conquer lack of confidence, or I would say nervousness? Like we are pretty young, we were just in school, we were coming back at 2:30 and now we are into a college life and we are new and maybe how would be the environment like? So I would say, though in the next 3 years we have professors who will be grooming you into training or spoken English or for that matter your personality and your dressing sense. But one thing which you can right away start with, which I remember in the past as well, which really changed me as well, is something, say suppose if I ask anybody of you, like what is the happiest moment which you could remember as of now in your life? Any, maybe 2, 3, 5, maybe you became the school head boy or the head girl, or you won an award, or you won the sports meet and you were given a prize. So try to think of those. Like, can anybody tell me any single moment? Like anybody? See, I know it's your first day. I know they have been asking questions, but you are now part of Asian Blue School, so be comfortable. I'm sure you've had such moments. So yeah, anybody who, yes, tell me. Any something, nothing, yeah, tell me, stand up.
I scored the final goal in my...
Okay, so just try to remember that. When you remember that, just try to do that. Don't you feel a high? Don't you feel that, okay, I was an achiever, or every eyes was on me and I was like the center of attraction and I felt that yes, I can be a winner. So I'm sure you're not speaking, but everybody has such moments in their days. Try to keep them on the top of the mind state. Wherein, okay, whenever I feel nervous, whenever I feel lack of confidence, I'll just try to think of those 5 moments wherein I was an achiever. Like I was the head boy of the school, I was into this, I was into that, I won a medal, I won a race, I won something else, or something could happen to me, I won a lottery. I got the ticket and I just like happened. I won a lucky draw to meet, say suppose some film star or celebrity. So when you think of these things, maybe just 5 of those and keep it over here. So whenever you are asked to do something which is challenging, which is something which maybe makes you feel nervous, try to think of those. Maybe for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Trust me, you'll automatically feel that confidence and that will give you the push initially. And then it has to be backed by academic learning and for that matter your communication skills as well, which we will teach you. But confidence can be developed in this subtle way as well. Clear? Now I would say, lastly that it's been 7 years. The thing which excites me or makes me happiest the most is still when I see people coming with box of sweets that we have got placed. People like Karthik Sabu. Say suppose you meet down the line, 10 years back, later say suppose I even bumped into some student, maybe Kunj Bhatia a few days back, isn't it? At Vasanpur. So I would like to meet you people in future, maybe like this as well, and would be very happy to know that you're successful in your life, maybe doing a business, maybe in a corporate, and that is what gives us the biggest push or high, I would say. So we are there for you, trust me. As an ABS team, ASB team, we will be giving you quality education. This is something which is very basic, which I don't even need to say. But simply come up, come front, convey your feelings, convey what is wrong, what is right, and we are there to support you and trust us. That is something which is basically, I would like to say at the end. And we all have dreams. Somebody wants to be a businessman, somebody wants to make it big in the corporate world. I would say dream and try to be the person which you have always dreamt of. Okay? Best of luck. Thank you.